That's it. Correcting entries is one of the most complicated topic in this topic 3. So I want your full attention. Correcting entries. Sometimes during the transaction recording, business can find out about some mistakes during the recording in the past. And instead of, for example, let's just say I make a purchase of inventory in cash. All right, so the entries would be inventory of 100, GST clearing. On top of that would be 10, and therefore the total cash I had to pay is 110. Okay, this is the recording. However, let's just say it's on 3rd of July. But then I found out on 30th of July, I found out that the transaction is not actually 100, it's actually 120. Like inventory 120 and GST therefore 12, and therefore the cash at bank should be a different number. Okay? So usually when we make a mistake, you would go back to the mistake and fix the wrong figures, right? But in accounting, you cannot do that. That's illegal. You cannot change the figures that were wrong. In accounting, you have to create some other general journal entries to reflect on this one, so that the total of this one still end up being 120. The total of GST clearing would still be ending up $12. You cannot just simply erase this one and write 20 on that. Okay? So that's the idea behind correcting entries. And what I want you to do is to follow the steps on Canvas, and you should be fine in most cases. So let's use one example and follow the step. All right. This example is repairs to the delivery van of $3,000 has incorrectly posted to the delivery van account. So it should be the $3,000 should go to delivery van repairs, but instead it goes to delivery van. It should go here, repairs to the delivery van, but it goes to delivery van instead, right? According to paper. So the first step is show what did happen, which is our mistake. We make the mistake, right? So show the mistake. The first step, show the mistake. What is the mistake? Money has been sent to this one, or money has been sent to this one. Money has been sent to this one, right? That's a mistake. Therefore, what is the what is the entries, general journal entries when you are sending money to delivery van account? Delivery van is receiving money, so delivery van would be $3,000. GST on top of that, GST clearing 300, and therefore cash at bank, because we're sending money to it, it's going out of cash at bank 3,300. Actually, I'll rewrite it so that it looks a little bit. Okay, so first of all, show the mistake. Delivery van 3,000, GST clearing 300, and cash at bank 3,300. This is the mistake. But what account are we trying to sending money to? Repairs, right? So shows what should have happened, all right? Should have happened is we should have sent money, this $3,000 to repairs to the delivery van. So how does it look like sending money to this account with tax, of course, on top of that? Then repairs to delivery van of 3,000, GST clearing 300, and cash at bank 3,300. Okay, this is the mistake that we recorded before. This is what should have happened or what should have been recorded. Okay, now it comes to record the correction entries. Third step. Have a look at this. These two side by side. You can see that cash at bank entry has already been recorded correctly. This is the correct version. What should have happened? This is the wrong version. That was already recorded, right? And as you can see, both of these have cash at bank credit 3,300. Cash at bank credit 3,300. So even though this one is wrong, the mistake is here, but this entry particularly is correct. Therefore, we don't have to fix it. Same thing with GST clearing. Look, GST clearing 300 debit, GST clearing 300 debit. Again, they are the same and they're correct. Therefore, we don't have to fix it. The only thing that we have to fix is this one. This one is delivery van. This one is repairs to delivery van. And this one is the correct one. This one is the wrong one. Okay? So what we're going to do is we write the correct entry and we reverse the wrong entries. Okay? So we keep the correct entry and we reverse because it's wrong. If it's wrong, we reverse it and make it correct. Okay? So repairs to delivery van would be 3,000 on debit. Remember, we always record the debit entries first. And then this one, because this one is wrong, we have to reverse it. It's currently debit as the mistake, credit. Make it credit to reverse. Credit, and the name of the account is delivery van. That is how you create the correcting entries. This is called correcting entries. Okay? What if the wrong entries are exactly the same as the correct entries with different numbers? Okay? For example, the mistake can be we're sending to the same account. Let's just say we have to pay $2,000 of advertising, but instead recorded only 1,800 of advertising plus tax plus GST plus GST. Okay, so this is the wrong one. This is the mistake, and this is what should have happened, should have been recorded. So let's follow the first two steps. The correct one, sorry, let's start with the mistake first. The mistake recorded $1,800 of advertising plus GST. So advertising would be on debit of 1,800, tax 180, cash at bank 1,980 on credit. This is a mistake. The correct one is payment of $2,000 of advertising plus GST. So advertising would still be receiving money of 2,000. GST on top of that would be 200, and therefore cash at bank, the total would be 2,200. As you can see, as you can compare, this is the mistake and this is the correct one. They are all the same. Advertising debit, GST clearing debit, GST clearing debit. Cash at bank credit, cash at bank credit. The only thing is that is different is the figure itself. So you have to do something to help with the figures so that the 1,800 of advertising goes up to advertising 2,000. How do we do that? If you already have advertising of 1,800 on debit, we want it to be 2,000. What do? We put more in, right? So we put how much more in? $200. So if we are putting we pay more, we pay $200 more into advertising. Therefore, the correct entry should be advertising, because we are paying more. Therefore, $200 would be debit. And same thing, GST clearing on top of that would be 20. So 180 plus 20 here will be equal to 200. And therefore, cash at bank would be 220. Okay? So this is the correcting entries that we're looking for. In case all of the entries are correct, but the figures are wrong. What if we reverse it? So what if we overpaid? So instead of 1,800 as a mistake, we overpaid. And then 2,200 here. Then we actually only had to pay 1,800. Okay, so I just reversed the figures. This is the mistake. This is the correct mistake. The correct entries. What should have happened? So here we make a mistake. We should only have to pay 1,800. But instead, on paper, we make a payment. We pay 2,000. So what do? Again, we have to do the opposite. So before, we had to pay more to advertising, but now we paid 2,000, but we should have only paid 1,800. So we are overpaying advertising. How do we fix this figure? How do we make 2,000 down to 1,800? We take it out. Before we put it in, but now because we are overpaying, we take it back. All right? So from advertising 2,000 down to 1,800, we overpaid, right? We overpaid. Therefore, we are getting the money back. To correct the mistake, we have to get the money back. So cash at bank would be debit, right? And then advertising would be credit. GST clearing would be credit. Because we overpaid, we over-recorded, now we have to take the sum back, right? How much are we taking back? $200 of advertising, $20 of GST clearing, and therefore what we are receiving is 220 in cash. Okay, so it's the majority of the time of the mistakes the question is asking of you would be following these 3 steps, but sometimes there are some mistakes that you actually have to think about it and think about how we can correct the mistake. the entries.